Good afternoon, Facebook. Welcome back to another Kentucky Career Center Facebook Live. It is not Thursday. You're just lucky to be joined by Hayley Franklin today. So Hayley, thanks for taking some time away from other things to join us on a Thursday.
Heck yes, I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me, Garrett.
Yeah, so we are going to talk about Kentucky Career Center in Carrollton today. Just take 15, 20 minutes, highlight it, do a quick Q&A. You know how it works. So I'm going to give everybody maybe 20 seconds to join. We've got some live viewers. Let's give them some time to join. And then make sure if you can hear us and see us that you put it in the comments. That way we know. Okay.
Hey, Mindy.
Hey, Mindy. So perfect. I'm excited to talk about our rural counties. I'm a sucker for a rural county, so I know you are too. So
me too, Garrett. My pride and joy lies within Carroll County, Kentucky. So I'm so happy.
All right. Well, Hayley, I'm just going to jump into it. For anybody that's out there that's watching that may not know who you are, why don't you take some time to just introduce yourself to us and tell us about your role with Brighton Center?
Sure thing. So if you've never joined one of our Facebook Lives before, you may or may not have seen my face. And I basically host the broadcast that we do on Thursday mornings with employers. So my name's Hayley Franklin, and I'm a youth talent development specialist. Basically, what that means is I work with Opportunity Youth, ages 16 to 24. And Opportunity Youth is just kind of a fancy terminology to describe a youth that might have a barrier of some sort, that just needs a little extra polishing, a little extra help to find what their career pathway might be. So that's basically in a nutshell what I do. And I work in the Carrollton Kentucky Career Center, and that office is 1209 Highland Avenue, right off Highway 42. And we're Suite S, right next to the gym and probation and parole office.
Perfect. I told someone 1309 the other day, but I'm sure they'll still get pretty close.
They'll get to it. They'll get to it.
So, and I totally skipped over who I was. So it's Tuesday. I'm Garrett Griffith. I work with the Kentucky Career Center. I work in Florence. We work with Brighton Center, but I'm located in our Kentucky Career Center in Florence. And I do talent development services. So the exact same thing that Hayley does, except we are working with adults, helping them find employment, nail the job interview, prepare your resume, all that wonderful stuff that goes into job searching. So that's what we do. So Hayley, we're going to jump right into it.
Let's do it.
You talked about it already. You kind of went ahead there.
That's all right.
And I'm glad that you did, because I swore it was 1309. So where is the Carrollton Kentucky Career Center located, and what are the hours of operation?
We are located, it's actually in a little kind of like a strip mall type area. There's a gym, there's a salon. We are inside of that. We're right in the corner next to ABM, which is a staffing agency, and right next to the gym, Highland Fitness. So we're right there, easy to get to, visible from the highway. So come on in and see us. Our doors are open. So we may talk about that here in a minute, but I like to jump ahead and get ahead of myself. So, we're open, and a lot of Kentucky Career Centers in the state aren't. So we're proud of that fact.
We are.
And we do take walk-ins. We just ask, that you wear your mask, and we check your temperature as you walk in, that you're social distancing if you're with folks and things like that. But we definitely take appointments also. If you would like to make an appointment for any of the services that we'll talk about it in just a little bit, you can absolutely do that as well.
Perfect. That's awesome. And then are you guys Monday through Friday?
Yes. So right now we're Monday through Friday by appointment. We take walk-ins. I believe it's Monday through Thursday.
Okay.
So we do take walk-ins during those times. Friday is by appointment only. And that's kind of the hours as they're set right now. That's subject to change, of course, but right now that's where we're at.
That's where we're at. Perfect. Excellent. Thank you so much. So, and we're going to roll right into it. So we've talked about a little bit about what we do, where the Career Center is located, schedule an appointment. But what are the services that can be accessed at the Carrollton office there?
Okay, so our services are very similar as if you would walk into any other Kentucky Career Center in Covington, in Williamstown, in Florence, any of those other Kentucky Career Centers. Ours are very similar. So we have the job seeker services, which is obviously if someone is unemployed or displaced from a position, we jump in and we basically help you find a job. I mean, in a nutshell, that's what we do. We are job placement, and we want to help people find that right job that matches their skill set to an employer that they're going to be happy with. So, Garrett, I know you're familiar with this because you do it with the adults.
Yes.
But if you guys have any questions, anybody that's watching, jump in and ask a question based off of any services that we have. Put that in the comments box, and we can talk about it. We have a wonderful search portal that all of our job seekers are basically put into when they walk through our doors, and that's free. All of our services are free. That's the most amazing part about the Kentucky Career Center, I think. It's one of the biggest highlights that we have. A lot of times you get into coaching and different career coaches and life coaches and even some staffing, and it costs money to do that. But here with us, it's free. So, I mean, it's pretty amazing.
Yes.
We do interview assistance. So we help set up mock interviews. If you haven't had an interview in years, we sit down with you and just kind of walk you through the process, make you feel comfortable, ask you questions that an employer might ask. So you're armed with the right, ammo to go into the interview and just be confident and give your answers in the most confident way. So we help you with that. We help with job fairs and hiring events. We do that from time to time. Literally, there's a list of things that we offer job seekers and even employers. So we can have a whole nother talk just based off of what you offer employers. We do education and training. We offer that. It's from a federal grant, the WIOA grant. Yep. It's the Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act, and you're supposed to remember that because there's going to be a quiz at the end of this video.
Definitely. That's a new feature we didn't tell anyone about.
Totally kidding. I would freak out if that happened. So we have these federal dollars that are out there for us to give you as a job seeker. We give you those federal dollars it's not to pay back. It's not a loan. And we give you that funding to help you just create a better life for you and your family to become a better employee.
Yeah, we definitely, we could spend hours talking about everything.
Yes.
That we do, but I think the best way to sum up as you did is it's a whole job search career package, right? From maybe you've worked at the same place for 25 years and COVID hit and we're kind of where we are now, and you haven't had an interview, you haven't written a resume, and all that's changed, to you haven't had a job before, you don't have any skills, you don't have a marketable skills, so that WIOA funding, might be able to help you, find training in a marketable field. So we have those. It's definitely a lot. And then I guess we'll kind of talk a little bit about the youth as well, because there was some exciting information about the youth portion of that as well. So I'll just turn that over to you.
Yes, absolutely. So like I mentioned before, I am a youth talent development specialist. Hi, Julie. Julie Doyle says I'm funny. Well, thank you. I don't get that very often, but I get excited and I get to rambling. So you guys have to stop me and tell me if I'm going too fast. So as a youth talent development specialist, like I mentioned earlier, I work with 16 to 24-year-olds, and we have some super exciting stuff going on right now for the youth. The board that approves our funding just approved that an intern, which is a youth that is placed at an employer, can make up to $16 an hour as a youth. Wow. I want you to just take a second and wrap your mind around that just for a second. Like $16 an hour. That's huge.
Oh, yeah. So we can't see you, but we can hear you. Yeah, I don't know. The screen just went away, but we'll just go with being able to hear you for now, and maybe it'll come back. Yeah, I don't know what happened. That's odd. Oh, you're back now. So Yeah. So I have
That's
no idea.
weird.
It just went away. Yeah.
You gotta love technology.
Technology. Oh no. Yeah.
So, as a youth, making $16 an hour is amazing. And we give the employer wiggle room to decide if they want to pay the employee $13.25 up to $16 an hour. So that's, there's wiggle room there. Can you guys see me now? We good?
Yeah, we can see it was a little choppy with the voice, but you're back now. So
Okay, perfect. I have a good connection, so we're good to go. Awesome. So like I said, the intern, the youth, 16 to 24 age category can make up to $16 an hour at an internship site. So that's amazing. And what we do is we let you work up to 1,040 hours, and that is where you can decide your schedule. So as a youth, you can decide if you want to work full-time, if you want to work part-time, work it around any extracurricular activities you have, work it around college or whatever. That is part of the amazing opportunity that we have here for the internship program. So keep that in mind. If you know of any 16 to 24-year-olds that might be interested in this, it's absolutely an opportunity that they should take.
I'm dating myself here, but I made $5.15 an hour when I was 16. So
right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I made $5.25.
Yeah.
So
pretty good money for a 16-year-old. Yeah.
It took me a few weeks to save up for a pair of Abercrombie and Fitch pants.
There you go.
I can remember it as plain as day. So yeah, it might only take them a couple hours to save up for that now with this internship, right?
Yeah, definitely.
We also offer amazing college funding opportunities, which, like I said, this basically helps polish the youth as an employee.
Yeah.
We just kind of help polish them up, and we have college funding up to $7,000 for the youth, as long as they're interested in an in-demand sector, which is, we've talked about this on our programs before: healthcare, advanced manufacturing, transportation, logistics, construction, trade, IT, business, or finance. So as long as the youth is interested in some sort of job pathway connected to one of those, then we can absolutely find some college funding for them as long as they're eligible.
Perfect. Yeah. Excellent. All right. So I'm going to jump into the next question here, and just a chance, because I know a lot of times I love the question, a day in the life of a trainee, or a day in the life of working there. So this question is really just a chance to really sell ourselves, which we're pretty good at. But why should a job seeker reach out to the Carrollton Career Center, Kentucky Career Center?
So I think that what's unique about us is, like I mentioned earlier, everything is free. We're here as your career coach. We'll hold your hand if you need us to help you hold your hand through the process. Okay. But we're here if you just need a confidence booster or whatever you need. We can help morph that into your specific need as a job seeker. So no matter your age, no matter your demographic, no matter where you live, like if you live in Indiana, you can come to us. We absolutely would love to have you and love to help. So if you're even thinking about a career change, or you've been in the same spot for 15, 20 years and you're stuck and you want something different, come to us and we'll just help you sit down, look at your resume, kind of hone in on your skill sets, and just help you get into that right pathway to what you want to be when you grow up, even if you're not a youth. Some adults out there struggle with what they want to be when they grow up. So if that's you, come and see us and we will absolutely help walk you through the process.
Yeah. And I love it that it's accessible. I think that's my favorite thing about, our rural counties is, growing up in a rural county, you don't always get the same opportunities, the same things. And there's experts in these offices, that understand life is different in Carroll County or Gallatin or Owen or Grant than it is, in Kenton County or Boone County. So it's definitely a great thing. So
I love that you mentioned that, Garrett, because sometimes we feel like we are part of the Northern Kentucky region. Carroll County is, Gallatin, Owen, Pendleton. And sometimes we feel like we don't get the same opportunities. So with the Kentucky Career Center, you absolutely do. So just keep that in mind.
Perfect. So we've got 3 questions. So if you're out there and you're watching and you have a question, go ahead and throw it in the chat because there is a delay and we'll get to it. But we've got 3 right now. So that's perfect. So I'm going to jump us into the last question here, and then we'll take questions from people that are watching, Hayley.
Awesome.
All right. So are there any upcoming events that are going to be happening at the Kentucky Career Center in Carrollton?
Upcoming, no. We have a couple in the pipeline that we're working on. We don't have dates set for yet. We are constantly having hiring events with Steel Technologies. My office mate, Elizabeth Adams. Hi, Elizabeth, if you're still watching. She has a very close relationship with Steel Tech and has those hiring events here in our office. So if you're interested in a job with them, we have them frequently. Just make sure that you check out our Facebook page for when those events will be happening, because we do have those quite often. We are also having a youth career expo for all of our area technology center students, and that's coming up probably in the middle of next month. We don't have a date set in stone yet, but that's where all of our area technology center folks from Carroll, Gallatin, Trimble, Owen, Grant, all of those counties can take advantage of the Career Expo, get a little insight to what our HR professionals do at our Highway 42, our Future 42 jobs, which is booming right now. So we've got, on Highway 42, if you don't know, tons and tons of advanced manufacturing opportunities that are just hiring right now. They're looking for great talent, and that's where we kind of step in and help you make that connection there.
Yeah. I joke, hey, it's not really a joke, but just driving from Warsaw to Carrollton on 42 is just like driving through a whole nother world.
It is.
It's shocking how big they are. Yeah, I mean, it just goes on forever. So
it truly is.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the coolest things about Carroll County is the opportunity that we have with advanced manufacturing. We have some of the best steel mills in America. So I think that's amazing.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So I'm going to jump into the questions. So we've got 3. Let me find the first one. It was a little earlier. There it is. Okay. So this is from Aaron. Aaron Greenlee wants to know, are there remote jobs?
So we do have a couple of opportunities with remote jobs right now. Most of them are going to be based out of the northern Kentucky area, though. If you live in Carroll County, I don't see how that would be a huge issue, seeing as a lot of them are remote. We have a few. If you want more information on those, call me or email me. I can put my phone number and email in the comments box of this video. And please reach out to me and I can give you more information on the remote jobs that we do have available. There are a few. I know that we have a couple through Belflex Staffing. There's a couple. I can look at my little Rolodex over here and give you a little bit more information on that. So just reach out.
Definitely a couple, and it's best just to reach out to the career centers and talk to one of the talent development specialists or you talent development specialist if you are interested, because there are some that are out there. So
yes,
awesome. Thank you, Hayley. So the next one is from Brendan, and Brendan, this is a good question. Can a youth participate in training and an internship at the same time?
Ooh, that's a good question. And you know what? I'm not really sure on the answer. Okay. Can a youth participate in training and an internship at the same time? I think that they can't, but correct me if I'm wrong. Brendan, if you know the answer to this, help me out in the questions in the comments section.
And what we will do is I will get an answer and then reply to Brendan. So that way we have that answer, because I don't know. That's a really good question, Brendan.
That is a really good question. I've never been stumped before. Thanks, Brendan.
Yeah. I like your dog, Brendan. That's a good picture. So, all right. And then Hayley, this next one is from Stacy. This is a good question. I can't believe I didn't even think about this. Whoops. So we do have they can do both. Elizabeth, let us know that they can do both. Thank you, Elizabeth. So perfect. Okay. Yes, they can do both.
They can do both.
All right. So this is a great question. Let's see. From Stacy. Hayley, I'd love to hear more about the clothing closet. It seems so valuable. How many people use this service? Where to get the items? And I forgot to even bring that up. So
I'm glad Stacey asked that because I totally forgot. I get so excited and I just start spouting off everything. Yeah. So thanks, Stacey, for that question. So the clothing closet was an idea that I had about a year ago. I was like, we are the Kentucky Career Center. We should be able to give everybody everything they need, all the tools they need to find the right job. And clothing is a big barrier for some people.
Yes.
So we turned one of our extra office rooms into a clothing closet. It's called Proudly Professional. Everything that you see in there is donated by the community. So really cool stuff. Hibbett Sports went out of business and donated some clothing racks to us. The community members donate clothing to us. All of the clothing is professional clothing. Some of it's brand new with tags on it. Some of the stuff, you can use for your interview, for your first or second interview, or your first days on the job. Okay. So keep that in mind when you're looking for clothes and attire for a professional instance, that we have you covered. And everything is free.
Yes.
You don't have to pay for a single thing. You come in, you shop, you get a bag full of goodies, and you leave. Yeah. It's amazing.
That's perfect. So thank you for that question, Stacey.
Yes, thanks, Stacey.
All right. So I have one more, Hayley, and this one is from Danny. Danny wants to know, do we have any job fairs available for networking and meeting potential employers hiring in the area?
Hey, Danny, keep that up, Garrett, so I can reread it.
You're fine.
Awesome, thanks. Do you have job fairs available for networking and meeting potential employers hiring in the area? So yes, we do. We have them actually often. The number one job fair and hiring event that we have is with Steel Tech. And we also work really closely with North American Stainless. We work with Scott's Miracle Grow. We even internally work with like Dow, Jefferson Community Technical College, and people like that have jobs available and are looking for potential candidates to hire on the spot. So when we do have those job fairs, we will post the dates and the events as they come available on our Facebook page. And that is where you can find out when we'll be hosting those. We usually host them right here in our office so people can walk in and take advantage of those on-the-spot interviews. It's a great networking opportunity.
So, Danny, thank you for the question. And I love how you brought up, Danny, it is about networking. That's a great opportunity for the job fair. Even if you have time or you're just considering like, hey, in the next 6 months, I may want to move. That's a great opportunity to go ahead and network and meet with individuals. So that's a great idea. So I love that you framed it that way, Danny. So,
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so I don't see any more questions, Hayley. So I think we did awesome.
What are we at on time? How'd we do?
23 minutes. We did really well.
Hope you guys are still sticking in there. Thank you.
Yeah, we're still got a lot of viewers right now. To contact Hayley, you'll see scrolling across the bottom in the bar is the information for the phone number, and then we'll throw Hayley's phone number and email into the chat as well. And as Hayley said, the best way to stay in touch with what is happening is to like our social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you like the pages, you get notifications when we go live because we do it every week. And we share a lot of great information. And then Thursday, we'll have another employer back. And then next week, we will actually be on Wednesday. I'm going to be on Wednesday at 1 o'clock. So hopefully you can join us.
Spot next week.
I know. I'm excited. I'm excited, but I'm really nervous because they're big shoes to fill.
You can do it. I got faith in you.
Yeah. Well, thank you. So we're excited. Hayley, again, thank you for taking time to talk about the Carrollton office and the services that are offered to rural counties. I know that both you and I have a soft spot for our rural areas. So, and thank you everyone for the questions. Hayley, we'll see you on Thursday, and then I'll see everybody next week. Thanks again for joining, everybody. Have a great day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.